This video is for people who have already checked the title section and Section A, Ownership Matters. If you have not done that yet, please check the previous video first. You have finished checking the title section and Section A, Ownership Matters. Now let us check Section B, Other Rights. This section shows the owner's debts and collateral. If Section B, Other Rights, shows no records, there are no registered debts secured against this property. This is a good sign. However, this alone does not confirm that the situation is safe. This video explains why later. If Section B, Other Rights, shows a floating sum mortgage, the owner has borrowed money using this property as collateral. If the owner cannot repay the debt, this property goes to auction. The person with the highest priority takes the money first. If the tenant has a higher priority than the floating sum mortgage, the tenant is more likely to get the security deposit back. If the floating sum mortgage was set before the tenant's rights, the tenant may not get the security deposit back. The maximum debt amount shown in Section B, Other Rights, is not the actual amount the owner borrowed. It is the maximum amount the creditor can take first through auction if the owner fails to repay the debt. This number is usually larger than the actual loan amount. A separate video covers how to calculate whether this number is dangerous for your security deposit. If Section B, Other Rights, shows a registration of right to lease, this is a strong signal. A previous tenant may not have received their security deposit back. If you sign a new contract while this registration exists, you may lose the legal protection given to small deposit tenants. It is important to consult a professional before signing. If Section B, Other Rights, shows a chansegwan, right to registered lease on deposit basis, it is important to confirm whose it is. If the chansegwan belongs to the current tenant who is moving out, you can add a condition to the contract. Under this condition, the owner cancels this right before you make the balance payment. If it belongs to a previous tenant who did not receive their security deposit back, it is important to consult a professional before signing. Any item with a red strike-through line in Section B, Other Rights, is already resolved. It usually means the owner repaid the debt. Only items without a red strike-through line are currently in effect. An empty Section B, Other Rights, usually looks safe. But multifamily houses are different. Multiple tenants live in a multifamily house. In most cases, Section B, Other Rights, does not show the security deposits already paid by those tenants. Even if Section B, Other Rights, looks clean, the actual situation may be dangerous. A separate video covers how to check this. Now let us look at common methods of deception. Scammers might remove the Section B, Other Rights page. They might forge the whole document. The previous video already explained this. It is safer to always use a document you obtained directly yourself. Scammers might show an old document. The owner may have added a floating sum mortgage since then. The owner may have changed since then. An old document cannot show these changes. On the day of signing, it is important to obtain the document yourself. It is important to confirm there are no issues before signing. The document may look clean on the day of signing, but the owner might secretly add a floating sum mortgage just before the balance payment. It is important to obtain the document again yourself just before the balance payment. It is important to verify it directly. Scammers might claim there is no problem even if Section A, Ownership Matters, shows a trust registration. If Section A, Ownership Matters, shows a trust registration, it is important to review it carefully. Earlier videos already explained how to obtain trust-related documents and what to watch out for. One check is not enough. This video provides general guidance on reviewing Section B, Other Rights, and related precautions. Depending on your situation, there may be additional items to check beyond what this video covers. Checking the document does not end on the day of signing. It is important to check it before the interim payment. It is important to check it again just before the balance payment. These 3 checks are one of the basic steps to protect your security deposit throughout the contract process.